Hi everybody, I'm back home after my frightful shopping at Michael's. I was kind of disappointed because there really wasn't anything there. I mean, there was lots there, but not much was on sale. So, grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or something and come join me because I have lots to show you. Lots of different whips. And things that I like, hats and stuff that I have finished, and yeah, so come along and join me. What's in my cup? My cup, I have sparkling ice water in kiwi. I don't know if you guys have this where you are, but I get mine at Costco, and oh, it's windy here today. Yeah, I get mine at Costco, and you get a big pack, like 24, or is it 12? 12 or 24 in a pack. It's great. Different flavors, and it's like 0 calories. It's just basically flavored frizzy water. Today's kind of overcast, but it's bright, so I may have to put my sunglasses on. Let's see. Okay, I had some stuff I wanted to talk to you about. Okay, so a couple more things about me. I was born in 1969, but my favorite era, and everybody's gonna groan, I could just hear it now, this collective groaning, is the 80s. I'm a big 80s buff. I love 80s music. I have a Sirius satellite in my vehicle, so I listen to First Wave all the time, and the 80s channel, and classic rock. I love classic rock as well. Who doesn't? Hello. What else? Oh, so I wanted to do a featured yarn segment. Oh, seaplane. We live right by the ocean, so we get a lot of ferry traffic, a lot of ferry horns, and seaplanes. Yeah. So, yeah, I want to do a featured yarn on each of my vlogs, whether they're ice yarns or Hobie yarns or Hobium or, you know, whatever. So I'll do a featured yarn and talk a little bit about that. Oh, my puppy wants to say hello. Hang on. Oh, bonk. Here she is. This is Bailey. Say hi, Bailey. Bailey is a Maltese Shih Tzu, and she is 5 years old, and she is one of the loves of my life. Yes, you are. Oh, thank you. So yeah, so she's an adorable puppy. I have another one. Her name is Odie, and she's a pure Shih Tzu. She's 13. Actually, she might be 14 now. She's hiding. She doesn't like the camera so much. So anyways, okay, back to yarn and whips and all this stuff. Okay, let me see. Maybe what I'll do is the whips first, and then I'll do the featured yarn after. Okay, so like I said before, I am absolutely horribly addicted to the mile a minute blankets, thanks to the Secret Yarnery. So now I've got a bunch of them. I started off making a blanket for my daughter. Oh, here comes another plane. That's a bomber plane, holy. So I started making that one. Now, if you've watched the mile a minute blankets with Chris, you know, from the Secret Yarnery, she calls the little strips chiclets. Let me see if I can show it to you. Get my hook out of here. My hook is stuck, of course. There we go. Okay. So you make big long strips like this. Okay. Right. And each, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Each one of these little clusters, she calls a chicklet. So on this blanket, there's 150 chiclets. My daughter's tall. She's a big, tall girl. So she wanted her blanket a lot bigger. So that's why I did 150, which seems like a lot, and it is, but it's going to be so nice. It's going to be something that she's going to be able to curl up on the couch with and watch movies in the winter time. So it's going to be really nice. So what I've done is I'm doing red strips and black strips. Okay. And the yarn I'm using, throw this over here, is by Ice. Oh, here, I'll show you the red one. It shows up better. It's Ice Yarns. Okay. And it's in this gorgeous red and black yarn. She loves red and black. So I did it with that one, and with this one it's just plain black. So I'm doing alternating strips, and then I'm lining it, or doing the borders with this Ice Yarns. This is the Eyelash Yarns, which is also black and red. So pretty. Now, I'm not a big fan of eyelash yarn, but this is going to turn out just phenomenal. It's just going to be a phenomenal blanket. I'm going to be so proud of it when I'm finished. What I've done is I've taken the black yarn and the eyelash yarn and I've mixed them together to do the border, because eyelash yarn is so hard to see that I find it really hard to work with. So so far I've got 2 strips put together. I don't know if you can see that. And that's with the eyelash yarn in between. So it's so pretty. My daughter is going to love it. Love it, I'm sure. But there's like a lot. it's like really long. But yeah, it's going to be heavy when it's done. But that's okay, because it's winter time, right? Yes. So that's the first one I started. And when I started this, I was like, oh, this is so fun. And then I found some yarns that I like. And I was like, oh, I gotta make one with that. And I'm just gonna back my camera up a little bit here. Oh, that's better. So then I took the Karen Big Cakes in Blueberry Tort, and I started making one with that. And I started using, the crushed velvet. If you've never seen the crushed velvet, I brought one of these. This is the black. This isn't the one I'm using, but okay. And it's just, oh, it's so soft and beautiful and luxurious. Sorry, we got a bee flying around here. I absolutely love this for doing the border on these blankets. Yeah, it really made it what it is. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rows so far. So you see that? Oops, I can't see if that's focused. Isn't that pretty? And this is like a variegated or self-striping yarn. So I mean, it's just turning out beautifully. And then the white is the crushed velvet. Gorgeous. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So that's the other one I started doing. And then I found when I started bringing in my yarn orders from Hobie and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot to tell you, my daughter's blanket I did with a 5mm hook. Most of my hooks, not all of them, but most of them are from Furls. I'll leave the link below. Love it. Love it. They are so easy to work with. I won't use anything else. Not really, not anymore. Although there is a woman in Victoria who does Fimo. Oops, sorry guys. She puts Fimo on her hook handles, and I got her to make bigger handles that are about the same size as the Furls. And I love that. I love her hooks too. But these are, there's a story that goes along with these hooks. My grandma from many years ago, she passed away many years ago. She was Russian, and I used to call her Bubba, and she used to have these forks and knives that had a handle just like this, and it was in a dark deep brown, and I've never been able to find anything like that. And then when these came out, I just went, oh my god, because if there was the one thing that I remembered about my Bubba, it was those forks and knives. Isn't that crazy? Like, the one thing that you actually remember about somebody, why would it be their cutlery? But anyways, so these remind me of my Bubba. And yeah, so just a little insight. Okay, so that one is for that hook. The other blanket that I just showed you, this one, oh, look at that. I don't have my hook with it. I'm pretty sure it could be the same hook, the 5mm, 5.5, something like that. Yikes. I usually have all my hooks with my whips, but anyway, okay, so this next one, oh, I didn't go and grab one of the, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Forgot to get the ball of yarn that I used on this blanket. Okay, so the yarn that I used on this is called Wendy. It's Nor Chunky. And I got this from Hirschner's, I believe. And it is gorgeous. Like, just gorgeous. It's one of the yarns though that goes from thin to thick. And I know that some people don't like that, but in this case it actually, it gave such a really cool texture to this blanket that I really love. So it comes in a few different colors. I got 3 different colors. Look at this gorgeous green. Like, ah, oh, stunning. And then here's the red and black. I thought about doing my daughter's blanket in this one, but I didn't find this one until after I found the other yarn. Oh well. So that's the yarn I used. The hook I used is an L. Don't ask me what the number is for that. Can't remember. Quite the hooker I am, eh? Jeez, don't even know my conversions. And And then I lined it with, again, the chunky, or the crushed velvet in lilac. Look at that. You can see all the sparkle in there. Oh, it's just so plush. And this one is going to be a baby blanket. So I did 65. It's going to be a little bit bigger than a baby blanket. It's going to be more for a toddler. So I did this at 65 little chiclets. Okay, so pretty. So I did that. Here's what's left of the crushed velvet. Such a beautiful color. Okay, so I've got that one. Excuse me. Oh, I need more drink. Take a drink. Take a sip of something. Okay. All right. The next one I did, or that I am doing, the yarn I got was from Hobium, and oops, it's Gazelle Rock and Roll. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This comes in a bunch of different colors. I only got like 3 different colors. So I used a 6mm hook, and I also used I used that for the lining, or for the border. And then for the yarn I used Impeccable, and it's Tropical Fruit. Isn't that pretty? And this one, I believe, oops. Oh no, I did this one 65 chiclets as well, I think. See? Isn't that pretty? You got the pretty yarn in between. But it turned out really, really nice. I don't usually go for this kind of coloring yarn, but I decided I was going to try it, and I'm glad I did, because it's turning out really neat. It's almost like a green camo kind of idea. So, but yeah, the yarn in between is really shiny, so it really made the blanket. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strips so far. I'm kind of doing the strips as I go, so that I don't get all mixed up and crazy and out of control. Well, I'm kind of already like that anyway. So there's that one. And then I started using, I don't have the package thing, so I'll show you this one. This is the Loops and Thread Shimmer Luxe. I am really starting to love this yarn. It's soft, but it's got a very nylon-y kind of feel to it. But the shimmer is amazing. It's one of those yarns that you look at and you just can't look away, right? It's so pretty. And it comes in quite a few different colors as well. So I'm doing it in the purple. So pretty. And oops, I haven't started putting it together because I've just started making it. But it's like the variegation is so beautiful. Like it goes from one color to the next in such a nice transition. It's not like a harsh transition. I hate yarns like that. It drives me crazy. But this, the transition on this is just beautiful. So I'm working on that one. I don't know what color I'm gonna put as the border yet, but I think I'm probably gonna use the Luxe, the or not the Shimmer Luxe, the crushed velvet. I think I'm gonna use for that. Okay, and this one, last one, this is not a mile a minute blanket, but I'm using this. Oh, and this color is Pink Passion. Excuse me, I'm not sure what the purple one's called because I don't have the wrap. But I was watching The Secret Yarnery again, and I saw the Drunken Granny stitch, and I just had to try it. It is awesome. It is so fun to do and so easy. Like, oh, and it's with this Shimmer Luxe yarn, it's just beautiful. Like, oh, the transitions and everything, it's just so pretty. I love it. Absolutely love it. I don't know what I'm gonna border this with either. It's gonna take a lot of yarn to finish this, because this whole pit is one ball, and I've got a little bit left, but so it's gonna take quite a few balls of it to finish. So, but I can't wait to get right into it. Like I just started this one, and that's kind of the one that I'm using as my break in between my mile a minute blankets, because it can be a bit daunting after a while. Okay, so that's, oops, sorry, hang on. Okay, so that's all of my blankets that I'm doing. Winter is coming, as they say, so I have to really start thinking about doing more hats and stuff to get ready for my craft fairs in the winter time. My camera keeps moving. I haven't got this quite tight enough. Yeah, so some of the hats that I do all of my own, pretty much all of my own patterns for hats, and I don't actually write the patterns out. I do have an Etsy page. I will link that down below. I do have some patterns on there, but I do so many hats and I do them so quickly that I don't have time to actually sit down and write out the patterns. I'm gonna try really hard this year to be diligent about that, but I don't know. What I might end up just doing is try to do some tutorials as I'm doing the hat, and then that way I don't have to write it out. Because I don't know what the hat's gonna be. Like, it's the same with all of my art. I start off with an idea, but I don't know what it's gonna be when I'm finished, right? I don't know what it's gonna be when it grows up. So I kind of just go along and go, oh, let's do this stitch, or oh, let's do that stitch, or, you know, let's see what this kind of a pattern looks like. And then it turns out the way it turns out. So it's kind of a luck of the draw. And if I don't like it, I frog it and start again. So I'll just show you some of them that I've done. I won't show you all of them because that would take forever. Okay, so this is one. Don't ask me what yarn it is. I don't know. I can't remember. I did these a while ago. Oh, this is Elise the yarn. I got this, I can't remember. I think it was Hobie. No. Was it Hobie? I can't remember. I just looked up, I found a tutorial that I really liked the yarn and found out that it was called Alize, A-L-I-Z-E. And then I contacted that company and got the yarn, got a whole bunch of it. So this is one of the beanies that I made, and then you can see my little crochet A tags. I got those from, they used to be called Laser Brothers, I think, on Etsy, but they changed their name and now I can't remember what they are. But anyway. Okay, and then I did a bunch of them in crushed velvet. This is a slouchy hat. Let's see if I'll try it on here. So it's a slouchy hat. I did a bunch of these. Actually, that feels pretty good now. The wind won't blow my hair around. Yeah, so like I said, I don't have a pattern for my slouchies or anything. I've got a few of them on my Etsy page, but it's just one of those things where I just kind of go ahead and do it. So I've got a couple of those. I've got one in purple. Oh, this crushed velvet is so nice. I've got one in the blue. I've got one in blue and gray. This silvery gray crushed velvet. This was it's in the baby section, along with the Feels Like Butter and all of that in Michael's. Oh, it's freaking my favorite yarn. My favorite yarn. I just love the luster that it gives. Okay, this is the Shimmer Luxe beanie hat. Just regular beanie. No special, it was just a double crochet and a front post, back post rim. Oh, this yarn, oh my god, this yarn. Oh, I forgot to bring it out. I forget, it's like the crushed velvet. You can find it at Walmart, and it comes in a bunch of different jeweled colors. Holy cow. I absolutely love this yarn. It is such a beautiful color. Like, I think I got it in like one that's more of a dark purple, and I think I got one in a blue or something. But yeah. But this is just, oh, if I see more, I'm gonna buy a ton of it because it's just gorgeous, and it makes beautiful hats and scarves. Oh, love it. And it would make a really good baby blanket too. Here's one with pom-pom. This one I did with a crisscross stitch and double crochets. Oops. And it's kind of a slouchy. I gotta put my camera up a little bit more. Oh, that's too far. There we go. It's like it's really cute. So nice and warm. Oh, this one I did. Oh, I forget what yarn this is. I got it at Michael's. Can't remember, but it's like it reminded me of a phoenix with the red or the it's almost like a pink, but it's like a reddy pink and yellow, and I made a cowl to go with it, like a long, blazing hot out, and I'm putting this stuff on. So, oh. So there you go. So that's, and then the hat is like a beanie hat. Ugh. Oops. Ugh. Here we go. It's kind of a slouchy beanie. So yeah, so it's like that. I'm starting to make cowls and shrugs and stuff, or not shrugs, infinity scarves to go with my hats this year, just to do something a little bit different. That's not something I normally, I don't normally do it. Okay, this is that picture that I've got on my thumbnail for my vlogs. That's this cowl, or this scarf. And I got this pattern, whoops, from Fiber Spider. I'll try and put that link down below as well. So there. It's really pretty, and it's really, really warm. So it's going to be really nice for the winter time. And then I made, oh, and this was a cake. This was a Karen cake, latte, Karen latte cakes. And then I've got another one, which is just the granny. I think it's, was this the no, it wasn't the granny. What was this one? It was the double crochet and then chain and chain stitches, basically. So, whew, windy. So again, it's going to be really nice in the winter time. So I only made 2 of these. I've never really made shawl type stuff. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I just had to try this. Oh, yes, as you can see, I have my Depeche Mode shirt. Love me some Depeche Mode. Depeche Mode, The Cure. Oops. Let's try that. The Cure and Erasure and, oh yeah, I'm showing my age. Okay. Oh, I made, let's see. I made this little baby dress. I mean, this is like a preemie dress. Can't remember where I got the pattern from. And then I made the diaper bottom to go with it. It's really funny, the diaper bottom seems like it's a lot bigger than the preemie dress, but you know, diapers are big. So yeah, that's that. What else did I make? I've been starting to make market bags. I haven't got the handles on this yet, but yeah, I started making different market bags. Of course, I made this one, Pride Happened, you know, so so that's about all I have to show you for my other stuff, all my hats and stuff. Oh, so today at Michael's I bought, oh, here's that baby velvet that I was telling you about, the white, the shimmery gray, and that, it's called Blissful Grise. I'm sure that's like the French version of gray or something. It's just gorgeous. So I had to get some more of that. Now, I have never bought, I know, slap me, crazy. I've never bought Feels Like Butter, but I did today. And of course I got it in purple because purple is one of my favorite colors. I find that this yarn is thin. Like, I don't like thin yarns at all. They say this is a 4. I think it's like a 3. But it does feel nice. It's really soft. Oh wow. I think I would have to use 2 strands to be able to work with this. Unless of course I was making a mile a minute blanket, then I can use whatever, but to make a hat, no, I think I'd have to use two strands of this. But I wanted to buy it just to say that I did. Oh, this camera is crazy. Okay, you know, I just wanted to say that I finally did buy it, you know, because everybody's talking about it, la-di-da. So yeah, so I finally did. Okay, so since I didn't bring anything else, I'm just going to use to do my yarn, featured yarn. I'm just going to use this one, the Wendy's Knorr. Okay, this is a 100-gram ball, and you get a lot out of this. It'd probably be a lot better if I actually brought my glasses. They say, they don't say what it is, like weight wise, which is really weird. But I would say, I mean, it goes between a 2 to a 4, possibly a 5. It says that you're supposed to use 6.5 meter needles, which would be what, a 7 hook, I guess. I wouldn't. I would just use the 5, and I think that would be good enough. What else? Doesn't really say anything else about it. Oh, sorry, it's 80% acrylic, 16.5% wool, and 3.5% Lurex. I really, if you don't mind having yarn that goes between, you know, a smaller and a thicker yarn, like the transition, I really recommend this one, because it is so fun to work with. You know, the way it comes out, well, you saw the blanket, the way it comes out is awesome. You can't get that with a traditional yarn, right? Like the texture. So yeah, so look it up. I believe it was Hirschner that I got it from, and check out the different colors. They're really nice. Anyways, I think this video's gone on long enough. I tend to blab on and on and on, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, the little bell, and you'll get the rest of my videos when they come up. And share my videos. It really helps to get me subscribers, seeing that I'm just starting my channel. You can check out my crochet, this is my crochet channel, duh. You can check out my crafting channel. I will leave that link below as well. If you like doing other different crafts, I've got lots of different stuff there. Come and join our crochet group, Stn A, on Facebook, and follow me on Instagram. Okay, so you guys have a great day. Today is, what is it? I don't even know what today is. I guess I should have said that before. Today is the 30th. Holy cow, really? It's already July 30th? Wow, that's, summer's almost over. Anyway, okay. Now that I'm all depressed, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.